Let us discuss about the Epidemic Diseases Act 1897 here. So, the Act has only 4 sections. The important sections here we need to discuss is like 1A definition, which will be explaining about what is act of violence. It's nothing but like hurt, injury, harassment, or any other life-threatening stuff which is being undergone against healthcare service personnel, or it can be of like damaging and making the property to a disaster manners, or making any violence over there in the premises, or making the particular healthcare personnel attacking in a very violent manner. So it will be explained 1A, and it will be explaining about B will be explaining about who is a healthcare personnel. Here a healthcare service personnel is like doctors, nurse, and like paramedical worker, and the person who is like community health worker. Everybody will be covered under the healthcare service personnel, and not only them who are taking measures to prevent the outbreak diseases, and they will be covered under this healthcare service personnel. And to the addition, the state government, each state government can notify in the official gazette, and this will be considered as a healthcare service personnel again. So let me show you a live example. I'm from Tamil Nadu, and I will be showing our own state website how it's been looking like. So this is the geo passed by the Tamil Nadu government. So what happens is like they are appointing around 2,100 medical officers for a temporary on a contract base, and this will be telling about, the abstract will be telling about it's for what purpose, like medical college, hospitals and attached institutions they will be appointed due to this COVID-19 purpose, and this is the order. So this is how the order looks like, and the order of the first line, like it's been like World Health Organization has declared a COVID-19 as a notified disaster, and this has been given in the first point, and so on. So will be explained about how much they will be paid, and how much they will be working hours, and everything will be covered under this itself. Maximum the amount salary, and this what type of service they are going to undertake, the everything will be covered, and this is how a geo looks like. So you could just go and search as well according to your which state you are living. It can be of Kerala, Karnataka, or you may be in Delhi, etc. and etc. And let me go into the other definition. C explains about the property, where here clinical establishment like explained in the Clinical Establishment Registration and Regulation Act 2010, and I will be showing you right now, just a second. So you could observe here that clinical establishment means not only a hospital, not only a single doctor, not only a trust which is being like established, whether it can be of public or private, or it can be of a corporation, it is where it will be included along with the society which have been registered under any type of act. It can be of Central Act, it can be of Provisional Act, it can be of a State Act, where whether it can be of registered by the particular society or the corporation, it can not owned by the government as well. So everything comes under here, and it would have been established by a local authority as well. Not only this, see here sanatorium institutions, nursing homes, maternity homes, and even in this line you have been observing that treatment of diseases where pathological, bacteriological, genetical, radiological, chemical, biological investigations, aid of laboratory and medical equipments, everything is covered as what? Clinical establishment. Now here let me give other few points where facilities would be provided for quarantine and isolation of patients during this pandemic, places wherever they have given space, that will be also considered as a property. And even the mobile medical unit which will be on it will be also like vehicle or something like that, it is also considered as a property. And even in addition, if we there is the definition which we couldn't understand in this act, it is we can refer to the other acts like Indian Ports Act, Aircraft Act 1934, Land Port Authority of India Act 2010. So these are the act, like Indian Ports Act 1908 and what I have been said before. Everything has the meaning assigned to the as per the act. We can just go and refer as well. So this is all about it, and I will just move on with some live like news, which where this act really is very important. You will understand the reality. See, in Delhi Apollo Hospital, the COVID patient has died due to like they have not received the ICU bed on time. So what happens is like their relatives started to attack doctors, nurses, and all the healthcare workers who are working out there. See how violative they are. If one person comes and attack, we won't be able to control. See how many people are over there. I couldn't like count, and I doesn't know how violative it was actually. So they are harming each other, and it's not a very good sign. Where the hospital in premises is a very sensitive premises, where a lot of diseased person, lot of high blood pressure person, lot of people would have came with lot of fear, and with emotionally they would have been like fighting over the premises and attacking the doctors. What is gonna happen? Nothing, right? So we should be somewhat like we should control our emotions. We shouldn't go beyond. We shouldn't go like with a violative nature, and we shouldn't commit, or we shouldn't make anybody hurt. That's it. Because and again another example, like in Maharashtra, same, the COVID-19 patient has died. What happens is like the kin of the dead patient started to attack the doctor's son. See how, yeah, I can understand, we can't replace, but by attacking, what is gonna happen? See. And moving on with the that's what the example is like, and moving on with the section 2, like to explains about the state government, what are the steps they are gonna take, and temporary regulations can be made, and this should be modified by the to the public note as a public notice. And this is how the manners, or what the manners, whom like how the expense and everything would be as a compensation, whatever they can decide. And this is a power for given for the state government, and central government powers is explained in 2A. This would have been modified in like in ordinance. I'll just show you this. This is what the ordinance look like. So the ordinance has been promulgated by the president according to the Constitution of India, Article 123 clause 1, where at that time the parliament was not in session. So what has a power does a president has? He can promulgate, right? So he has promulgated this, and as everybody knows, and I usually used to say, act is it's a flexible to the society, based on the majority of the society. It even flexibly can be amended then and there if society needs. So see, the name has been changed as Epidemic Disease Amendment Ordinance 2020, and amendment of the first has been made. You would have been seeing in the first section, it's like covered as a whole of India, according to the act, whole of India. But what happens in ordinances, they are omitting few territories as per the part B, and they have mentioned the dates, which is like omitted stuff. This is how the ordinance will look like. And it's nothing like much like changed, but the name and the few stuff like renumbering has been made, and insertions like have been made. That's all. It has like ordinance has only up to 3E, but actual act has 4 sections. See here, the same will be repeated here. There is no that much of difference. In central government, what they have made is like at the beginning, the central government may take measures is like, and at the ending we have as may be the necessary. It's been substituted with this like a simple para stanza. And what happens is like they have insertion few they have inserted based on the numbering way they have changed, and they would have been mentioned that as well. So we could observe, see, a renumber has been made. That's all. This is what they use. Normally they used to amend and insert something like that. That's all. It would have been that much of changes. If at all it's very necessary, only they used to change, and everything will be same. So we should compare and read whenever ordinance is being made. So going to the penalty plays a very important role, and here penalty like completely like deals with IPC 45 of 8060, section 188, and we have section 320. Section 188 deals about the disobedience. And 320 talks about the grievous hurt which has been caused by the like relatives or any person who has been committing that particular stuff. See, 188 is a disobedience to order duly promulgated by the public servant. This is what is explaining the Indian Penal Code, right? And moving on with the 320, let me show you how the stanza is like. See, 320 explains about the grievous hurt. Hurt is like, it's just a bodily pain, that's all. But grievous hurt is not like that. It's like permanently they won't be able to hear, or their eye or joints of any members, or the bone or tooth being dislocated or fractured, disfiguring the head and the face, and impairing the joints and any members, are hurting, which like they will be suffering due to the pain, and this will be of permanent. They wouldn't be able to do their routine life again. This how the series this 320 is all about. So this is all about the IPC 8060, which is about the P20. So if this type of violence is being made, what we can do? So let me do that. In penalty 3, we have section 188 of IPC, where if somebody is committing voluntarily, they are having that motive to do that, and if they are abetting other person, that means telling other person to go and be, or asking other persons to come and join with me, let us go and put the doctor let us broke his head, let us break his backbone, something like that. If this shouldn't be happen, that's why this act has been made to protect doctors and all the healthcare workers. So make sure you don't be too emotional and don't go for a violative nature, because it affects even the other patients as well. Should understand each other, right? We are all humans, and we shouldn't leave that humanity as well. So okay, understand the coming to the point, if they are doing that, then the punishment will be how it will be for it will be imprisonment for 3 months and to 5 years it will be, and fine will be made as well. A fine amount will be from the range of 50,000 rupees to 2 lakh rupees, based on how violative we have been, how it has been violated. And moving on to the section 320 of the IPC 8060, here the amount will be for grievous hurt. The imprisonment will be 6 months to 7 years, and fine will be made, and the fine will be of not less than 1 lakh to 5 lakh rupees. This everything will be decided by the court. Court will be determining the penalty based on your how serious the offense is, and how the person is being hurt, or what type of damage you have made to the hospital or the premises. So 3A explains about the cognizant, investigation and trial of the offense. Simple, it's cognizant in nature, so it's not going to have any type of bail. So it's a non-bailable. So according to the act, this is non-bailable if you do any offense like 188 or 320 mean. And this will be taken charge by inspector of police, and he will be investigating the case, and investigation of the case will be completed within 30 days. See, it's 30 days from the registration of the registration of the FIR, that is first information report, right? And moving on to the inquiry and the trial, everything will be completed within 1 year. This is how a speedy trial should be, and this act helps that exactly in the same manner. So each and every case will be completed in 1 year, and if so with some other reasons, for example, let me tell you an example, if the judge during the epidemic he is getting some sickness, or he is transferred, or he is going to vacate, he is retired, something like that, then the judge or the any parties who are appearing, there should be some reason, and the reason should be recorded in writing by the judge, and it can be extended to another 6 months, that's all, not more than that. So this complete act helps to complete the case in trial, everything in 1 year, and they will, if they are if the person is 3B section explains about the composition of the certain offences, where the person against whom that violence is being committed will be covered, and all the persons will be coming under that. And moving on, the 3C will be explaining about the contrary is proved, what happens then. So this is what is. And 3D explains about, as I told you, like culpable mental state, that is like that will be including intention or motive, knowing the facts and just making that thing and making our own reasons. So this is the part of the person who has committed, and you should prove that he didn't have. If not, he will be convicted as well. And if he is convicted, so what happens then? His damage and the life has been lost. What happens is like he should give a compensation which will be determined by the court. And another thing is, if you have damaged the property or lost cost, what happens is like you should do twice the amount of the fair market value. So remember that it's not like the same money you are going to pay, it will be twice the amount. And if you are not going to do, if you are not interested, you don't give respect to the court or the premises, whatever you have made the wrong thing, or so what happens, it will be collected as arrear of land revenue, which is like under the Revenue Recovery Act 1890, that is one of 1890. So remember, the compensation, everything will be covered. So do not get too emotion, control yourself, everything, it's a loss only. So don't make it too violative, it's not gonna help anymore. So moving on with the section 4, it tells about the protection of person under the act. And here, based on the good faith and you have been made, this will be protecting the person. And let me like give you few examples. Like, not only this act being used for only for COVID, it has been used before during the bubonic plague in Mumbai, and everybody will be knowing, you and your grandma will be explaining that we had a plague which was spreading over all over, and many people were dying. Yeah, of course. Not only that, the act was being used like swine flu, cholera, malaria, dengue, everything was being there. And particularly March 2020, we have outbreak of the spread of coronavirus 2019, and which like we call now it as a COVID-19 pandemic. And we do have lot of color of fungus being going on. We had a black, then we had a white, and now we came up with the yellow type of. So this is how. So the ordinance helps just to protect the doctors and health workers. This is what the simple and elaborated manner. Moving on with the like what happens is like a lot of news come then and there, like for e-pass, everything there goes a problem. So please stick to the like government orders and regulations to make everybody safe, and be safe at home. Don't be too violative in nature. So take care of everybody, don't go outside, and stay safe. And this is all about the ordinance, and this is all about the act. So thank you very much.